All right, so that's what we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about alignment and about the energetics of alignment. So it's a really important subject. So yeah, I'm blessed because each day I have these incredible clients coming to my home, coming to my online world, coming into my field that I get to share my medicine with, share my skills with, my service with, that is really, really true and intuitive and authentic for me. I get to share that with them. But is it a blessing? Is it something that I'm just lucky to have? Because this is what you may misinterpret as luck if you don't understand the principles of alignment. So what do we mean to be in alignment? When we are in alignment, we are doing the things, having the thoughts, living the life, being the version of ourself that we are destined to be. When we are aligned, we are living the life that we are here to live, the one that was written for us in the stars. When we are aligned, we are making the choices that are a hell yes, that come from a realization of knowing spiritually, mentally, physically, and emotionally that it is a yes. It's not a partial yes because part of us wants to do it. It's a hell yes because every single part of you is 100% in. When we're in alignment, we are doing what is right for us. When we are in alignment, the choices that we make come from our highest self. They come from our soul alignment. They do not come from the mental body solely. The mental body might say, oh yeah, that would be the right thing for you to do because it might be financially the best decision. Or the mental body might say, well, that's what you trained in at university, so you should definitely do that. That's the best thing to do. The mental body might say, you're not clever enough, you're too slow, you're not good enough, you're not old enough, you're too young, etc. The mental body is based in opinions. It's based in opinions and it's based in fabrication. It's based in limitation and it's based in truths that are no longer true. So something that was true for you at one time, perhaps, it's also based in a lot of things that have never happened. Fear of the future and fear of the past. So when we make solely mental body choices, they're often not the right choices for us on a soulful level because we've gone against different parts of ourselves. The soul might be up here going, oh my gosh, no, this is not the right thing for me at all. What are you doing? The physical body might be like, oh my gosh, I can't do that with my physical body. I can't stand on my feet all day. No. And the emotional body might be freaking out or might be settling. So when we are in alignment, every single part of us, emotionally, physically, and mentally, are aligned with spirit. So the soul has sent the message to the human self, to your human self, and it has been received and agreed with on all parts. Then we are in soul alignment or soulful alignment. So the soul might come in and say, you're going to open a bakery. That's your dharma. You're opening a bakery. Wow, you've got amazing cakes, amazing bread. You love to bake. You've always dreamed about this. You've dreamed about this since you were a child. If you dream about something, often that is your reality. Then that message comes down and your mental body goes, well, you can't make a living out of doing that. How are you going to make a living out of having a bakery? Do you know you've got to get up at 3 a.m. every single morning? That's not going to be any quality of life. You can't do that. There's way better things for you. Oh, you're not good enough to do that. Your cakes aren't good enough, blah, 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 blah. The emotional body will also go then into feeling, feeling scarcity and lack. Perhaps I can't make enough money doing that, or maybe I need to go for the financial choice or decision. The emotional body, in truth, might feel really, really excited, comfortable, happy, and joyful at the thought of being a baker. So when we have that soulful truth that comes in, we have all these obstacles here on the earthly plane of why we're going to fight that. All right. So what if your emotional body goes, oh, but it would feel so good to do that. I'd love to have my own bakery. And the physical body's, I'm just going to do what everyone else is doing, because the physical body kind of goes along with whatever emotionally, mentally we decide to do. What if we decide, yes, all right, I'm going to throw everything in. My soul alignment message came in and it was true. I'm destined to be a baker. If that is our dharma meaning life service, then when we say yes to it, everything slots into place. Because we've said yes to our soul's service, which is what is written in the stars for us to do, and what we agreed to do when we arrived on earth in our sacred contract. So everything slots into place. You say yes to being the baker because it's you're living your dreams, right? You're living your dreams. Your dreams were to be a baker. And you've always ignored it, packed it away, disregarded it, and had stories of why that's not the right thing for you to do. You say yes to it, everything slots into place. Suddenly you say yes, and your emotional body goes, oh, I'm happy, I'm joyful. Your emotional body then starts to create the feelings of gratitude, of love, of joy. That's a frequency that goes out from you. So that radiates back at you and mirrors back, and time again, you keep receiving more of it. Your mental body might still critique from time to time, but your mental body, once the realization has landed, also knows this is right. Whoa, why didn't I do that earlier? My goodness. Why did we not do this earlier? Why did we not give up the previous job and get the bakery happening earlier? Because wow, look how good everything feels and how much mental clarity we have, how much insight is coming in because we're in the right place, we're in alignment. The physical body will improve because your health will improve when you are in alignment. Let's look at the flip of this. In a job that doesn't bring you joy, that is not meeting your financial needs, that you have a boss that you fight with all the time, you don't like the people, it's too far away, you get home from work too late, blah, 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 blah. There's nothing really that you love about this job. Yet you love, well, you think you do, you like the big fat paycheck that is associated with it. And you like the security of that as well. So you like the fact that it pays you well. And you like the fact that you receive that paycheck at the same time every single month. So you stay there, even though you dread it the night before. You can't force yourself out of bed. You have no time to exercise because you're always at work. You are flat, depressed, and living in a state of scarcity because there's still never enough money, even though you get that paycheck. You are going against your soul because your soul is seeing something completely different for you. And your soul is saying messages. You need to get out of that job. You need to get out of that job. These things would be better for you. And then the soul will start to send other messages when you don't listen. It will send you a headache. It will send you a migraine. It will send you backache. It will send you physical problems, mental problems, emotional problems, until you wake up. Until you wake up and see that that job is not right for you because it's slowly killing you. That job is not right for you because you've got backache all the time. You've got pain in the body all the time. You're stressed. You're anxious. You can't sleep at night because you're thinking about work all the time. You're stressing to make ends meet because you've got this certain amount of salary that you can never go beyond because that's the amount that you get paid. Do you think you're in alignment then? No. We're not in alignment. We are going against the voice of the soul. The voice of the soul will always guide you. and always let you know, this is too much. It's too much on your body. This is not the right profession for you. This relationship is not good. There's something to be concerned about here. Be wary, be cautious. The soul will also give you very clear messages of what is right for you, but sometimes it's so far from what we believe ourselves to be capable of that we disregard it as daydreaming, or we disregard it as, oh, that's for someone else, it's not for me. But the truth is if you can dream it, you can be it. If you can see it in your dreams, it is your destiny. If you can feel it, imagine it, and sense it and see yourself doing it in a daydream, it's waiting up there to be activated. It's waiting up there to be actioned, to be accepted, acknowledged, and then put into this beautiful flow of evolution, because it is in the stars. So when we're in alignment, we are listening intently to the voice of the soul. And we are following the wisdom when it comes in. All right, so I'm just going to adjust that a little. We are listening to the guidance, even if it's scary. We are connecting to the wisdom when it comes in. We're noticing what we're good at, yes, but we're really paying attention to what we love. Because what lights us up and what we love is what our dharma often is. I mean, I'm not saying all the time, you might love cuddling your dog, but, cuddling your dog can't be your profession. But looking after dogs could be, or working with animals could be. I'm not saying that everything you love is your dharma. Everything you love, you might not have to have a job in. What I'm saying is what you do for service, your service to humanity, and how you serve in the human realm, it does light you up, and you do love it. That is how we are designed. We are designed to come in with a service that is so much bigger than we are, and so far beyond the emotional, physical, and mental realms that it is aligned for us already. It is in the stars and written as what we are here to do. So when we enter it, it flows beautifully. When we do it, it always flows, and we can trust that if we're in the right place with our sacred service, if we're in the right place with our alignment across relationships, friendships, jobs, professions, family situations, marriages with children, if we're in alignment, it will flow beautifully. Now, if we're not in alignment, this is what we really need to be careful of. So, let's have a sip of my tea. To be in alignment, the soul sends a message, the humanness receives it. The mental body is on board, the emotional body is on board, and the physical body is on board. So there is a realization that the path is clear, and then action will be taken as a consequence of the clear path. All right, so if the soul's message comes in and it's received by some realms and not others, some parts of us and not others, then we have this soul and personality conflict. We are then out of alignment. All right, so the soul's message might come in and the mind might go, no way, that's not going to work, can't do that. Why would it do that? Because it's limited, full of fear, full of old stories. So it tries to protect you and goes, no, that's not going to work. Mental body steps in, says no. And then we come down to the emotional body, but the emotional body might go, this feels really right for me. This feels really great. I love the feeling of that. That feels really aligned. Physical body will often then relax with the emotional body. The physical body is going to do what it's guided to do, but the physical body will give you strong messages often. Sickness, illness, dis-ease, lack of flow when we're doing something that we're out of alignment with. But if we're choosing now to feel what's going on within us, we might end up with soul on board, emotional body on board, and physical body on board. Mental body, no. Mental body's still in that place of being fearful, stuck, stagnating, or whatever it's doing. So what we then need to really see is that we are out of alignment. We're not in flow, because part of us is somewhere else and part of us is somewhere else. So what do we need to do then? Well, we feel aligned. Our physical body feels aligned, and our soul has given a clear message. Part of us is not on board. So that part is the part that needs to have some support. So firstly, the mental body might be a hell no, but then with the mental body having some support, the mental body might be able to start processing why that no has come through so strongly, or why there's fear. So what would we do with the mental body? Well, we would do things like journaling, writing down in your journal and making lists of the reasons why, maybe pros and cons lists, why it would be good, why it would not be good, why the mental body is having problems processing it, what previous situations you've been before in your life that have reminded you of this one. So we've got to identify trigger points and all of these things so that we can start nurturing the mind, right? Well, what does the mind need in order to help move through this? Maybe it needs mantra. Maybe it needs an affirmation. Maybe I need a healing session. Maybe I need to have a coaching session. Maybe I need to see my counselor, my psychologist, so on, and speak it through. So then we can start dissolving that part that is not in alignment. We can then bring that part back into balance, back into alignment. So we are then in alignment, and now will flow with the universe in co-collaboration with ease and grace again, because this is what was designed for us to do. Another example, we have the message from the soul. And when I say this, I know some of you will be like, oh, how do I know it's a message from the soul? Yes, that's a thing. But when it comes from the soul, it is a message. It is a dream. It is a daydream. It is a vision. It's something that comes through really clearly as you need to do this. So different from person to person, which is why I can't say how you would know. What I can say is that it gets clouded sometimes because your soul always sends you the message first. You might feel it as intuition, just a knowing, a feeling in your gut, a feeling in your third eye, a vision, a sense, a sound, writing something down that came through in a dream or whatever it is. But the soul is always giving you the message first. Our physical, mental, emotional bodies then interfere, and they start to try to take the power away. They start to try to change it because they're protecting you. The emotional body is protecting you from previous feelings you've had that have been uncomfortable and painful. The mind is protecting you from things that have never happened, things that never will. And it is limiting you because it has a safe zone that it wants you to stay in. And we need to understand when it's time to override these things, feelings or thoughts, when something steps in that is soulful, because if we don't listen to it now, when are we going to listen to it? Are we going to spend years in a destructive relationship when the soul is up there going, this is not good for you, this is no good for you, this is not good for you? You've heard that from the beginning, but you've still gone, oh, but maybe emotionally, oh, it's better than being alone. Or mentally, oh, no, you need to be in a relationship because at 25, you need to start settling down, getting married, having kids, blah, blah, blah. So we've got all this rigid, limited bullshit, when the truth is, that's not the relationship for you. So when are we going to listen to that? Same with the job, same with the profession, same with the role, same with whatever area of life we're looking at. If we are not in alignment with ourself, our true soul's calling, what feels right in the emotional body, what is mentally the right thing for us when we really think about it from a very highly insightful place, not the low monkey mind chitter chatter. And when the physical body drops into that sense of alignment and flow, when we're in that place, everything is easeful. Everything is flowing and everything is happening because we are allowing it to, accepting it. When we're out of alignment, we face so many challenges. We have massive resistance. We have incredible distraction. We have huge fear. We have accumulation of anger. And those are like emotional pieces. When we're out of alignment, we can have headaches, migraines, neck pain, chronic pain in the body. We can have all sorts of different things like cold sores and psoriasis and dermatitis and eczema outbreaks, asthma outbreaks. We can have the physical body basically telling us, giving us strong messages that something is out of whack. Allergies, blah, 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 etc. With the mental body, when something is out of alignment, we can have lots of negative thoughts, lots of ruminating thoughts. We can't sleep well. We can't focus. It feels cloudy. It feels busy. We're indecisive and we keep flicking from place to place. When we're out of alignment, life does not flow nicely. It feels like a struggle and it feels like we're pushing shit uphill and not getting anywhere. When we're in alignment, sometimes it feels so easeful and flowing that we don't even notice for a few days. We go, whoa, where's those few days gone? It's been so smooth sailing. I felt so in flow. I notice with my clients and friends, so often they reflect on the alignment after the episode and then they find themselves back out of alignment again and go, I'm in alignment for so long and then this happened. And that is another thing. Things can happen externally that pushes out of alignment. External situations, things with friendships, relationships, travel, whatever it is. Human lives are full of situations that send us out of alignment. So we need to get really savvy at making sure that we have the skills to be able to pull ourselves back into alignment. And sometimes it's not going to be quick, immediate. We don't need to forcefully pull ourselves back in. It might take a series of days or weeks for us to come back into full alignment, but we need to be responsible for things that we will do to bring us back into alignment instead of being complacent or not wanting to look at it or just pushing it under the carpet. All right, so alignment is key. When we are in alignment, life flows. When we are in alignment, all of the energy channels in the body are open and all of the energy centers are oscillating, spiraling, turning at the frequency that is relative for them. There is no blockages anywhere in the body. Energy channels, 72,000, more in some lineages, are flowing really easily. So we have physical health as a result. Physical health problems come when there is lack of flow in the energy channels of the body and in the energy centers. That's when we get sickness, illness, or dis-ease. If our life is in alignment with our highest purpose, then physical health is a byproduct of that because energy flows the way that it should flow. If we are in alignment emotionally, we have balance and emotional regulation, meaning when there's emotions to be released, they are released appropriately. And when there are emotions to be acknowledged, we acknowledge the emotions appropriately. We cry when we're supposed to cry, when something is sad and that's relative, and we feel anger in an appropriate way, processing it effectively, not letting us keep us stuck, not throwing it at others. We manage to regulate our emotions in a really, really good way when we're in alignment. We're also aware of our emotions. We understand the difference between them and we're aware of them. We process them accordingly, bringing in whatever tools we need to bring in. We also have mental clarity when we're in alignment. We have beautiful coherence and beautiful clarity in the mind. We're clear. We think clearly. We don't have foggy thoughts. It's not clouded. We're not indecisive. We have this clarity, this crystal clear vision in the mind's eye. The mental body is alert, it's awake, it's accurate. When we are in alignment, the soul's messages come in quickly and easily. So every wisdom piece that comes in for you, every bit of wisdom you receive from your own higher self, that's where your wisdom comes from, It is received quickly, easily, and efficiently, which means it comes in and then we take action. It comes in and then we take action. Comes in and then we take action. We get things done, right? Soul's wisdom might say we really need to focus on healthy living, eating better, moving more. Mental body will go, oh, you don't have time for that. Yeah, you're too busy with work. So no. Emotional body might go, oh my gosh, that's too scary. It's too hard. I can't do that. It takes too long. It's too fearful. I don't know what I'm doing. And then the physical body is taking the brunt of the fact that you're not looking after yourself. To be in alignment when that message comes in, we can still have the same result with the mental body and the emotional body, but then we need to be accountable and ready to take aligned action to change it, because we know that the soul's message is true. Yeah, we do need to move and eat healthily. So then the mental work must be processed. We must go into that, the resistance, the blocks, the stories, get the healing and the coaching and the chats that we need, work with the therapist that we need, do the healing that is right for us, chant the mantras, do the affirmations, journal, whatever it is. And that emotional part, we must be ready to do the healing involved with this part of the body. Wow, we need to step into it. We must do it. It's as simple as that. It's a no-brainer. We must step into the realms that are congested and accumulated with negative frequency and negative energy that is blocking us from living that aligned life where we choose healthier things. So alignment, and I've talked about alignment so many times in my lives and in various groups, because we're still not getting it, right? And that's not aimed at anyone. I love how I always get comments from my beautiful clients in all of my programs. Was that one aimed at me? Was that one aimed at me? You can guarantee that I channel these, sorry, I'm cleaning the screen, funny aren't I? I channel these messages intuitively. So whatever needs to be discussed comes through really clearly for me. So it's never aimed at anyone. It's never like, this is for you. It doesn't work that way. So don't ever think that. It's for everyone. And when I say people are not getting it, I mean collectively, there is still too many people not getting it. Not understanding how alignment works and thinking that they can just keep pushing through and then they drop dead. Not understanding how alignment works and thinking they can keep pushing through and then they get very negative test results at the doctor. Still not feeling and understanding what alignment is, and then all of a sudden, waking up and they've lost that job. They've been made redundant when they've not listened all the way along, being told that that wasn't the right role for them. We are not understanding alignment collectively because too many people are still doing the things that are not right for them. Too many people are still eating badly, not moving, not practicing exercise, not going to see doctors when it's necessary, not getting support, through any holistic realm. When I say doctor, I just mean, professionals in the realm of health. So that will be anything that suits you. They're not listening to the messages, opening their own business when they've been hearing that for years. They're not doing it. Still working for people who abuse them at work. Still in abusive relationships. If we choose to live a life where we are out of alignment, we can guarantee that we will have destruction and detriment in our lives on a regular basis. We will have a lack of ease, a lack of flow, and we will face physical, mental, emotional problems. We will feel like life is a struggle. And if you want to succumb to believing any of that bullshit, that's on you. Because I'm telling you that we are here to have a happy, blissful, joyful life, even if there's challenge in it. We are here to do the work we need to do so that we can connect to joy and bliss and the frequency of happiness and abundance, even when challenge happens. And that's not saying, oh, you're going to be really happy when you get bad news. That's saying that you will process that accordingly and you will come out of it the other side. So this is a really important piece now for where we are in the planets, where we are in the state, the time of the year, where we are in season changing, where we are in entering various different realms of consciousness and doing the work to activate higher, more fifth dimensional frequencies. We must get in alignment. if we are not in alignment with what we are here to do, if we are not in alignment with what our service is, if we're not in alignment with what is honoring our physical, mental, emotional vessel, if we're not in alignment with what heals us, what makes us feel good, what we need to do to live our best life, and we're not taking action on it, then we're going to have detrimental consequences. It's time to wake up. It's time to see it. It's time to activate the frequencies in you that bring you into greatness, that bring you into success, that bring you into healing, vitality, flow, and into thriving consciousness, into this place where you're not just struggling, pushing through, or making ends meet. You're thriving and thrumming at the vibration of the universe that you were designed to thrive and thrum at. You are here for more, people, all right? You are here for so much more, beautiful ones. It's time to wake up and see that, understand that. We've got to get in alignment everywhere, not just in some places, and it can be work. It can be a process. It can be a lot. All right, my beautiful ones, thank you for listening. And you'll find me here a little more regularly because we missed some weeks whilst I was in India. So I'll be in weekly for the next few weeks, and please come back and listen to this time and time again. Really nice reflective exercise at the end of this particular coaching transmission would be to make two lists and have a look at what's in alignment in your life and have a look at what isn't, and go deep. Physical alignment, emotional alignment, spiritual alignment, relationship alignment, what's missing, what's not in alignment, what are you still saying yes to that you're not okay with, what are you still allowing, what is still there to heal, what are the things that need to be done that are still not being done. Let's get into it. Thank you so much for listening. Reach out and let's talk about this individually. Namaste.